All right, you guys, this is what the hair looks like. It has already been processed one time and I wore it like that for like a month. It's like this chocolate brown with like medium brown hues in it. I'm showing the products that I'll be using. Quick Blue, 20 Vol. I have my powder brush, my foil comb, a plastic whisk, my bowl and brush, and then I have some gloves. So I decided to start at the top of the head just because if I ran out of product, I would rather, the top be banging and the bottom just be left alone. So I started at the top. I know you can't see my angle right now, but all I'm doing is parting out the top. My angles will change, and then I'm going to go in with some foil and show you guys how I isolate the top of the hair from the bottom hair. It's basically just taking some foil and then, clipping the hair. Y'all see that big space? That should have been a filler, but honestly, when I have the wig on, you can't even see it. So I have no issues. But like, I'm going in and placing the foil right there, and then I'm going to use my clips to clip it down to both sides. That way I don't get any bleeders, and I kind of like, isolated the top section where I'll be working with the top section of the hair and saving the bottom section for later. So that is all that I'm doing right now. You guys, I have made so many wigs and did so many colors and stuff, but I'm super proud of this video. So yeah, that's when I changed the angle so you guys can see. I'm actually going to and that's equal, that's how much hair I left out for both sides. So I'm going to switch my canvas head around and hit those money shots first, because I do want them to be a lot more highlighted and blonde than the rest of the hair. I want it to kind of stand out, and that's what money shots are. Right now I was just adjusting my T-pins. And then I'm going to go through brushing everything out. And now you're going to see me go in and pull out those money pieces. You already can see I had the money pieces in the front because it's already a little bit lighter than everything else, but it's not as light as I want it to be. So I'm going to, especially since I'm going back in to lighten the hair for a second time. The hair does look a little dry because it is dry. The last time I installed this 360 frontal wig that I made, when I got ready to take it down, I washed it down and threw it in the top of my closet, and that's where she was living until today. So you see me going in and separating my money pieces out, and then I'm going to go in with the 20 Vol developer, hit both sides, and have those processing the longest, which is, the look that I was going for. I was trying to mix to school ratio, which is 35 milliliters of developer and 1 scoop of the powder. However, this is over-the-counter product, so that the consistency didn't mix quite like the ones I wanted at school. But I plan on switching to nothing but professional products, especially when it comes to developers and bleaches. But yeah, this way I don't waste much product. So 35 milliliters of your developer to 1 scoop of lightening powder. At school we use Oxycure, so it is a more professional product. So when mixing, it does mix differently. I wanted a more, this is more like a frosty type of consistency, where at school it would have been a little bit more loose and it would have spread it a lot easy, and that helps you from keeps you from wasting too much product. But I will be switching over at some point. I'm going to use what I got first, and then I'll switch over. These are my gloves. Y'all, please wear y'all gloves, because if you're using any type of bleach, any type of emoliated product, it will burn your hands. I have got chemical burns on my hands before, and I just learned my lesson because my hands were tore up. I'm just grabbing the foil that I want to use. so that I can go in and start this process. I'm just going to put the foil under the hair and then go in and load it up with some product. And that's pretty much all you see me doing. I'm going to do the same exact thing to the other side, and then I'm going to just close the foil packet up, and that's going to help help the hair process because it's creating heat in that foil packet. So that's what I'm doing. I hope you guys are able to see everything. This one, I just felt like a voiceover was better for right now. And I mean, this is not, I mean, bleach is a product, like, it's not a difficult product to work with, but I've been using bleach on extensions for a long time. So you do have to know, like, you know, the strength of the bleach and things like that. But this is not a really difficult process. Like, most thing, you want to make sure that you saturate your hair, make sure that your hands are protected, that you don't get the bleach on anything that you don't want it on, as far as like hair, and then the time of processing. So right now I'm about to do the side, and I decided to do the foiling method, which is basically me going through weaving the hair out, and I will have a more detailed video on how to actually foil hair. But that's pretty much it. So I used the foil method with my foil comb. I went through and I just weave, and that's what you'll see. A weave is me going up and down with the comb. Actually, I did a circular motion. I learned that from my educator, and I really like it. But just going through and making sure that I'm isolating what I want to use and what I don't want to use, and what I don't want to use, what I want to lighten, what I don't want to lighten. And then I'm going to go in with another piece of foil to kind of separate those two sections. I don't want the bottom section to have any lightener on it. I just wanted to lighten the top section. Y'all see Judah walking around in the background. It's my cat. So that's what I did. I went through and I placed the foil, and then I'm going through and saturating this hair, loading my brush up with product and going through to make sure that this hair is saturated. I'm making sure to get closer, as close to the middle part as possible, but not on the lace, because I do not want to over process the lace. This lace has already been bleached and toned and tinted and all that stuff. So then you're going to see me flip the hair over to ensure that I'm hitting the bottom of the hair, that the bottom of the hair is processing as well. This hair is way longer than the foil, so just by me flipping it over, as you see me doing now, hitting the bottom portion of the hair, and then just flipping over to make sure I get the ends. And I'm just making sure that this section is saturated, and then I'm going to close it up in foil. And to ensure that I don't get bleeders, I'm going to take a second piece of foil and place it under this foil packet, and close, you know, making sure that I don't get bleeders and nothing leaks on the other side. And y'all, I'm going to do the exact same thing to the other side of the hair, the exact same thing. You just want to make sure that when you foil out the hair, you check for balance. I kind of can just feel like, hey, this is about the same amount I use on the other side. So that's pretty much it. I will do the same exact thing to the other side, and then I will go to the back portion of the hair. So I had already isolated the back portion of the hair before we started. And this section, I'm really going to do like a balayage type of feel to it, where I'm just going, I didn't really section it out like a balayage, but I'm just going to go in and streak products, making sure that I feather, making sure it's not no harsh lines in it. But that's pretty much what I'm going to do to the back. Like I said, I wanted a look with a lot of dimension to it. So you're just going to see me go in with the side of my brush and like put streaks throughout the hair, making sure that where I place products relatively start all at the same spot. Like, if you know what I mean, like all of my products starts about the same level, and then I just bring it down throughout the hair. So that's what you see me now. Honestly, this is me randomly placing product, but making sure it's uniform at the same time. And then you're going to see me do some feathering, which ensures that I don't have like harsh lines. I wanted it to be blended. At this point, I'm hitting the bottom of the hair, and I will adjust so that you can see me do the bottom portion of the hair. I'm just going through making sure that, because the hair is long, going sure. But what I did with the ends of the hair is I made sure the ends of the hair were saturated. Like, I didn't just skip how I did at the top. I saturated the bottom because I wanted the more ombre look at the bottom, where it goes from, okay, you see browns and blondes, but the bottom I wanted it to be saturated. So I took the ends of the hair and I just saturated it completely, and then I made sure to feather, and right now I'm emulsifying the hair, which is me. I'm just running my fingers through the hair and making sure that the product doesn't have any harsh line of demarcation, and I'm using the side of my brush to feather up, making sure that everything is blended. But y'all, I really did saturate the bottom of this hair, and I'm just going to go ahead and let you know that I actually end up going back to resaturate after I let it process for about 20-25 minutes. Honestly, I let it process, and then I end up, after I've dried the hair, wanting to hit the bottom again. So you'll see that later in the video, but this is pretty much how I achieved this look. And it actually turned out to be really nice, better than I expected, because honestly the ideas came to me as I went, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm actually putting the tail ends of the hair in foil to create that little oven. I did wrap a second piece of foil around that, but you didn't see it in the video. Washing the hair out. Y'all, I did not use Dawn or Clorox to wash the hair out. I used Eon shampoo. It was like for damaged hair. This is what it looks like after all the bleach has been washed out of the hair. You can tell that it's way different. Looks way different than when I first started. It has a lot more dimension, a lot more highlights in it. I really do like it. It came out really nice. I did end up wand curling this hair, but I didn't do it on this video just because I didn't want it to be super long. But I will show you what it looks like with me wand curling this hair. And y'all, this is when I was like, okay, I want the bottom to be a little bit lighter. So you're going to see me dry the bottom of the hair, and I just dried the bottom portion of the hair. I didn't go through, because everything else honestly air dried, but I didn't go through and dry all the hair. I just dried the bottom part of the hair where I wanted to lighten a little bit more. This is me just brushing through the hair, showing you guys what it looks like. You see on the sides it's like a little bit more chocolate, and this is that section that we left out. When we foil the top, it looks like that on both sides, and then the part that we foil once I brush through will be on top of that. And it just has a lot of dimension, and it looks good. Y'all, I got so many compliments because by the time y'all see this video, the hair has already been applied. I'll probably show y'all what my install looks like. I'll add a thing like what the install looks like at the end of this video. And y'all, if you want me to show you make a video on how I install my units, let me know. But it came out flawless. Okay, y'all, right now I'm just finishing up the hair. You're going to see me lighten the bottom part. I just mixed and made sure that I saturated the bottom. So that's what I'm doing here. I end up using my hands. Please don't do that, but it was just a struggle. to get back into the gloves. I kind of know, well, I do know what I'm doing, so oh my goodness, y'all. My baby's up, so I'm got to finish this voiceover. But yeah, I just finished the ends, saturated the ends and stuff, and then let it process for about 20 more minutes. I washed it out. I'm just making sure that I feather up, and everything looks nice and blended. And that's pretty much it, y'all. You could just watch the rest of the video. I will see you guys next time. Bye. The washroom right there.
Bring it down, Gandalf. Oh, right. Okay, here we go. It was a day, just like any other here in one.
But I'm about to I just wanted to show y'all this install real quick. Y'all, that's all I really been doing is doing hair, getting into my craft. I do have a video that I will be posting of me, like how I got this color or whatever. If y'all do want to see how I install this is a 360 frontal. I'm not giving you another one, no ma'am. Go put it back. This is a 360 frontal that I made myself, custom made, custom color. Y'all see these natural baby hairs, installed it myself. But I do have a video showing y'all how, if you wanted to get like these hues and stuff, you can do it yourself. And of course, you know, all that good stuff. I'm about to clean my house because at this point, my house is a mess. Like, it's a mess. And then I'm gonna do the girls' hair, and then I'm making short fried rice tonight, so nothing too bad. And then I'll show you guys how I take care of my plants, and then we're in our Vlogmas Day 9 with a cup of tea. But I'll see you guys in a little bit.